Alright, Henry Olsen here from Super Simple Guitar. Hope I didn't play a little bit too long there. Anyways, my friends, today's lesson, in case you couldn't make it out by that long intro of me noodling around there, is going to be how to mix the major pentatonic and the minor pentatonic together when playing the blues, right? And I'm going to be explaining kind of how to do that, and I'm going to be showing you the scales that work and how to find them and put them together, okay? So that's what we're going to be doing. For my All Access members, for you guys, I'm going to have that tabbed out. So the charts that you're going to see on screen here, I'm going to have that PDF for you guys tabbed out. Well, not tabbed out, but you're going to get the chart. And you're also going to get the backing tracks that I'm playing to when I'm doing these examples, okay? So that's goodies for my members. If you want to become a member, just join the membership. Why not? I will actually ship you a copy of this book totally for free when you join, as a welcome gift. You don't need to pay for shipping. You don't need to pay for anything. It's a gift for you when you join. So check out the All Access membership. Lots of goodies for you members. And that's about that. Let's get into the lesson now. So, of course, you're going to have to kind of hopefully know a little bit about the pentatonic scale to be able to follow along. You can learn it now in this lesson as well. But if you have a basic knowledge of the pentatonic, this lesson is definitely more in your alley. Again, if you're not, then it'll still be great for you, okay? So basically what we're going to be doing is using this concept of mixing major and minor pentatonic to play the blues, right? And that's going to give you this kind of hybrid scale that's not a mode. It's really just something that works over a blues, right? This is a great way to play over the blues, and this is the only style that I really am able to play it with, right? If it's a pure major tune, it doesn't sound good. If it's a pure minor tune, it doesn't sound good, because that would be kind of more modal. But if it's a blues, then these notes will work perfectly, okay? So do this when you're playing the blues. So first of all, let's take a look at the A minor pentatonic shape, okay? So that's starting on the 5th fret, you know, just walking down that shape, right? So that's the first shape of the A minor pentatonic, right? And if you just play that, let me play that for you to the backing track, it sounds nice. Right? You can do a ton with it. But there's also this kind of feeling when you've been playing the pentatonic shape for a long time that, man, it would be nice to get some other notes in there. And if you listen to B.B. King, this is kind of like the B.B. King box is how it's referred to a lot of the time. Or if you listen to Eric Clapton, they will constantly be adding these major notes to that minor scale, okay? So let's take a look at how to access the major pentatonic. Okay, so let's say the blues is an A. You know that your A major pentatonic is your A minor pentatonic is going to work fine. You're grooving to the blues. How could we find notes that are also going to work? Okay, so what you're going to do, and this is the golden rule, and this rule always stays the same, is you're going to go 3 steps back. So 1, 2, 3, okay? And then you're gonna play that same exact first shape. So that same exact minor shape that you already know from the A minor pentatonic, you're now gonna be playing here, okay? And I don't wanna confuse you too much, but what we're doing now is we're accessing the A major pentatonic, okay? So we were playing the A minor pentatonic here. We had the flat 7 in there, we had the 5th, we had the flat 3rd, right? Now we are adding in notes like the 6th of A, we're adding in the 2nd of A, right? And that's giving us this flavor. So it's actually those 2 notes. It's the 6th and the 2nd of A, right? So let me just show you how that sounds now. So again, this is the same I'm ending it on the A because it's the A pentatonic, the major pentatonic. Okay, so let me show you how that sounds. A lot happier. Okay, so you could hear that sounds really good over the blues too, right? So now where it gets interesting is when you combine the two. Okay, so I was playing first the minor pentatonic, the A minor pentatonic, then I was playing the A major pentatonic. And now what we're going to do is I'm going to show you here on screen the overlap. So you can see that there's some overlapping notes, like for instance, this note here, which is the A, or this note here, which is the E, right? These are overlapping notes that are in both scales, right? But there's also notes that are in the major scale that we're going to be adding into this shape, this first A minor shape that we learned, right? So the way to think about this now is if you know your pentatonic. So let's say I'm in A minor again, which we are. This is shape 1, right? And if you know your pentatonics, okay, so this is kind of the part where I'm going to go further than if you've just learned the pentatonics for the first time in this video. Now we're going to go a little bit further for people who are already familiar with the pentatonic, all right? So if you've already learned the pentatonics, you know that there's 5 shapes, right? So shape 1, you know is this one. And then you know that there's a second shape that follows that, right? Then there's a third shape that follows that. Same with this. These guys, it also moves, right? And then that's where you get that overlap. Okay, so if you take this shape here, which is theoretically the 5th shape position of A major, if you take that and move it forward to the next shape, you'll see that it's now overlapping with this first A minor scale that we learned, right? So now in this box, because we're combining the two, we're mixing them, we are now getting the 2nd of A in here, right? And we're getting the 6th. Okay, so, and we're getting that major 3rd, which is just beautiful in the blues, right? So let me demonstrate that mixture of the two now. First, I'm going to play them separately so you can hear it. And then I'm going to take this one main box that we're going to be practicing this in. And then I'm going to play using that. All right. So first, let me do A minor purely. Then I'm going to do A major purely. And then I'm going to take this one A minor starting box and add in those notes that we got from using that A major scale. Okay, so check it out, A minor first. You can hear I have that typical minor pentatonic sound. Add the blue note in there. All right, so let me do major now. You hear it sounds very majory. All right, now I'm going to mix them. See, that's the new one. That's the new one. So check it out. That's that major 3rd in there again, so check it out again. Major 3rd. Alone that major 3rd, if you add that to your blues playing, it's going to take it to another level. treble stops. That's that second to get in there. There's that third again. Okay, so I hope you could hear how we now are getting a totally different flavor of music and possibilities, okay? So, just to recap how we arrived at that. First, we took the A minor box, we analyzed it a little bit, right? Then we took the, you could say, A major box. So, and then we just saw where those two scales overlapped, and we took one main box and we focused on that one. We took those new notes from this scale, right? We took the second position from this scale, and we just took those notes and added them to that first box, right? And this would work in all over the fretboard, right? So, but what I want you to do now is just focus on this. Let me just recap one more time. So the box looks like this. So instead of going like this, right? And for you guys who are my members, you're gonna have that chart in there, right? So it goes like this now. So instead of doing this, we're now going, we're putting that second in there of A, right? So everything stays the same here. Now we're gonna add in that major third, so that's so now what I want you to do is don't try to play it all over the fretboard. Take this concept, put on a backing track, right? Either this one or one on the internet. Just type in A blues, and then experiment with trying to add these new notes to your playing, okay? So I hope that you understood how we got to this. I hope that these new sounds are making sense for you, right? And now go try to play some blues and make music with it, all right? So that's about that for this lesson. I don't want to get too deep into it. If you want to go further with me and learn about intervals and major, minor, how we even arrive at these things, all of the 5 pentatonic shapes, right? So you can understand how to play all 5 shapes, not just, one. That's all inside of the All Access membership as well, okay? So depending on what level you're at, if this stuff makes sense for you, then there's a ton more inside of the membership that you can learn, right? If you want to, check that out. All right, so that's about that. Henry Olson here. Let me know what you think. I hope this wasn't confusing. Maybe watch it a couple of times, right? I hope that the charts on screen also helped. And yeah, that's about that. All right, Henry Olson here from Super Simple Guitar. Take it easy. Have a great day. Let's do the thing again. Bye-bye.